you're wondering what I'm doing, driving a Toyota Hilux through southern Iceland. Well, a bit of an odd story, but I missed my bus this morning from Thorsmork. I missed my bus this morning, which left at around 7:30, 8 o'clock or something. I missed my bus this morning from Thorsmork back to Reykjavik, which left around 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Now, the reason I missed it, not because I was lying in or anything silly like that. In fact, I couldn't really sleep last night because I was in a dorm full of people snoring, which was most impressive. Very, very impressive snoring. The kind of snoring that just keeps you awake. There's no rhythm to it. It was just awful. Anyway, that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that I missed my bus this morning because the huts in Thorsmork there's quite a bit of distance between all the huts. It's not like they're clustered around one particular area. The hut I was staying in last night was a couple of k's away from where the bus goes from, which is a different hut, helpfully, and I didn't appreciate this until it was too late this morning. So then found out that the next bus was going to be around 2:30, which would have meant me, it's a 4-hour journey, so it would have meant me missing my flight, because my flight's at 4:30. So I went down to one of the huts where they've got a bit of a breakfast restaurant, nothing much, but okay. The guys there helped me out a bit. They very kindly gave me a number of a tour company called South Coastal Adventures, which essentially have got a whole bunch of these super jeeps, they call them, with huge tyres on them. The ones that self-pressurise, huge things to get you across lakes and rivers and fjord crossings, and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, one of those guys came and picked me up and took me into a town where we were then going to look to get a bus. Then he realised the bus didn't leave that town until 1:30, which would still mean me getting into Reykjavik at, I don't know, 3, and then I've got to get from Reykjavik to the airport, which takes about 40 minutes, 4, again, missing my flight. What he then did, he made a couple of phone calls. I wasn't 100% aware of what was going on, but he made a couple of phone calls. Next minute, we're driving around to his house in this town where we stopped to see what time the buses go from, see what time the buses go, and we end up, he gives me the keys to his Toyota Hilux, which I'm now driving the 150 k's back to Reykjavik. He's given me his daughter's phone number, who lives just outside the airport, like 20 k's outside the airport, and I'm now driving into Reykjavik to pick up my stuff from the hotel Holt, and I should get there, according to this, at 1:10 It's about 45 minute drive, so get to the airport no later than 2, just after 2 o'clock. So meet this chap's daughter, drop the keys off with her, and then she takes this bus, this Toyota Hilux, they call them buses in New Zealand, takes this truck back to her place. Bob's your uncle, follows you around. I get my flight. So just untold generosity. I mean, it's quite incredible. But if all goes according to plan, I should make it with time to spare, with time to get a coffee at the airport. So from what was going to be an absolute disaster this morning, I've had another bit of an epic adventure. And I've got to say, the super jeeps are amazing. The amount of rivers that we went through on the way from Thorsmork back to the main road was quite incredible. It just ploughs through them. So that was a lot of good fun. But yeah, so on my way back to Reykjavik, on my way back to the airport.